What?
I've been trying to like make this deck work, but here.
Fuck! What?
Welcome to the Thoughtcast, a powerful magic podcast. I am your host, Ian.
And I am your host, Lewis McClung. Hold on. We never do this on camera.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
We bring you a video today from the Powerful Magic YouTube channel to talk about brewing.
And why on God's green earth does nobody do it anymore?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there are people who brew. Like, so many people brew. That's not even like he's exaggerating for comedic effect, but literally so many people don't brew.
And I do think that we are kind of lucky in the space that we're in right now, where we've got a good couple of people that just like come up with weird stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Or at least don't go full on meta for whatever they're playing, whether it's Commander, Canadian Highlander, Modern, Standard.
There are a bunch of Dragon players around here. There are a bunch of like Kalia the Vast. Oh my god, I'm playing my Angel tribal deck, you know.
Yeah.
Plenty of it. But that is still exactly the point we're talking about, right? You can show up with your Dragon deck, right? If you showed up with a mono blue Dragon, like Dragon Stompy, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, what the fuck? That's so cool. You know, but when you show up with Dragon, go get Tiamat, play my cards, play the Dragon, Mirum, Sentinel Worm, and I'm like, are you having fun? And then usually the answer is, yeah, dragons, but like, you?
And then they get mad when you remove.
Oh yeah, why did you counter my dragon?
It's like, I'm supposed to, so I don't lose. Please?
Maybe it's because big dragon.
Big dragon these nuts across your forehead?
Okay, the biggest reason I first think that brewing is, you know, at least hard for people to get into is just that, it's daunting, you know?
Yeah.
People see the idea of brewing of like, you have to go through the collection of all the magic cards ever to go find what is the best for your deck. Oh, screw that, I'm just gonna look it up on EDHREC, right? Like, and we're not just talking about only Commander, but the main format people brew in nowadays is Commander. Right, when it comes to competitive formats, it's a little harder to really come up with something new that is playable because, for instance, in Standard, Modern, Pioneer, everybody's like figured out what is good, and if you try to break through that, it's gonna be really hard because they've probably tested it, you know?
There's usually a solid meta, even in Commander. Like the meta is like the
when
best
you get into
version.
CDH,
There's the best version of your deck, right?
Sure.
Like whether or not it's a 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Yeah, unless it's like a Portal 3 Kingdoms or a Phyrexia All Will Be One Legend. Like those aren't necessarily solved because they're not good, but like any of the playable commanders are pretty solved.
Yeah, like you know what to put in your deck, and then even for Standard or Modern, like. The vast amount of cards, like sure Commander has everything, but only shrinking it down by 10,000 cards leaves you with like 30,000 cards or something like that. So it's still a lot.
So there are 100,000 plus unique game pieces in Magic the Gathering. I think it's closing in on 110.
Put it on screen. Ian.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a fucking ton of cards, right? I think they broke 100,000 like last year. Like it's a big deal, right? There's a lot of game pieces. It's the single most complicated game in history. Not even single most complicated video game, like any game. This is it. This is the most complicated one.
More complicated than 4D chess.
4D chess isn't a real game. That's a myth. No, no. Even if it's kind of like 4D chess. That's the thing, because there are an infinite number of options for each individual thing when it all happens. Yada yada. Right? Somebody casts their demonic tutor, and it's like, okay, what are they getting? You know?
Yeah, it's so weird when I go up against a deck I don't know.
Yes.
And they cast a demonic
You always have
tutor.
an upper hand if your opponent doesn't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right? If you cast your demonic tutor and everybody knows what you're going to get, you're going to lose. You know what I mean? Like, because usually you cast it and then you pass the turn, or even if you cast it then, you know, you're going to go get your Thassa's Oracle. Great, I'll leave it my creature counterspell or whatever. Right? Like, I don't know. I think genuinely brewing is a good tool to have to win games.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Because you can find, like, the little freak cards that nobody's expecting, or you can find something that might have been good a long time ago.
That people forgot about.
Like
back when Command Zone refound out about Lifeline. It's a 5-mana artifact from Urza's Legacy or Urza's Saga, one of those two sets. And it says if at the your end step, return each creature you control that died this turn to the battlefield if you have a creature in play.
Ooh.
Right? Like, that card seemed really bad in Constructed, because it is.
Yeah.
Right? But then in Commander, it was like, oh, if I just have, like, any creature left, all of my creatures that died come back to the battlefield.
That's so good.
It was really good, right? And the price spiked, all of that stuff. But, like, you could find that card.
Yeah.
Again, 100,000 individual game pieces. I have done it before where I've been like, oh yeah, what's this little freaky card? Let me play this. And everybody's like, what the hell? What is this? And then I play the other card that it works with and go like, oh! And that's like the coolest moment, right? And that brings me to my next point of like the 100,000 cards, finding all the cards for your deck. People think that brewing is hard. I think that's a myth. I think optimizing your deck can be hard, but I don't think it necessarily is.
I think people think it's hard because it takes a lot of time.
Sometimes it doesn't even take time. It depends on the deck.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Like if you're building Krenko, okay, great, this says Goblin on it. Don't build Krenko, you know? But like, I genuinely think that it is scary only because people who are scared of it haven't done it.
Yeah.
Right? If you don't like it, that's different. If you don't like brewing, that's not what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about the newer players or even older players who have kind of like foregone brewing because they're like, oh, I'll mess up. It'll be bad. It'll be whatever.
It will be bad.
Yeah,
it will be bad, but you'll learn from it and you'll find out maybe this card doesn't work as well. I'm going to look for another one that does something similar, but fills that slot a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely. And my next a little bullet point here is that there are so many cards. And I know I've said it so many times, but like I have played, I'm the kind of person who brews a new commander deck every like 3 days. Like it's a problem. I'll show up to the LGS and they'll be like, oh, are you playing this deck again? And I'm like, oh no, that's not together.
Yeah, literally, I think in the span of 1 week, I asked them on Tuesday, do you have that deck built together? Yeah, I was just brewing for it. Thursday.
Oh no, I took
it apart.
I'm playing this now.
Friday. Oh, I took that other one apart. I don't want to play it anymore.
So I have a problem with it. I don't even know if it's a problem necessarily. I really like brewing. Like I like finding the cards, putting it together, having that epiphany where I'm like, oh, that's sick, right?
Yeah.
If a deck ever does get out of the bedroom to like to the LGS, you know, and I like play it, it's because I actually really liked it a lot. And then if it makes it to another Friday,
then it's doing something
always
good.
Crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the deck I had together the longest was my CEDH Satoru the Infiltrator deck, which was like, I don't know, the only reason I kept it together for the longest time, it's not together anymore, actually. Fun fact. Well, I needed some pieces for a new deck.
Yeah.
But like people around where we are just don't play CEDH that much. And I don't know, I wasn't really looking forward to it that much. I'm having more fun with Highlander and stuff, which we will talk about in a second.
Go watch those videos.
Yeah, go watch our Highlander videos. And when it comes to how many cards there are in Magic, the solution I found to it is just like, you're never going to know all the cards.
Yeah.
I know so many Magic cards. Okay, I think I am one of the people I know, besides like maybe Jay.
Yeah.
Right? Other than him and like, I don't know, maybe that's it. Like out of the people I know, I could recite
encyclopedic knowledge.
I could recite the most cards from the people I know, like word for word, bar for bar, mechanic for mechanic, maybe even rules.
It's easy for me because I just got to ask them a couple questions.
Right, exactly. It's like the only thing I can't get is the names. I can never get names. People will be like, well, they'll name a card and then they'll start reading it, and I'll go, oh, and then that's the card, right? Like, and I have learned, even with that ability to memorize so many cards, I'll never know all the cards. It's impossible. It's literally impossible.
It's way too much. And I think piggybacking off of that, a lot of people don't know how to look outside of their collection.
Right.
Maybe because like the cards themselves can be pretty expensive.
Sure.
But you can, if you're brewing, you're going to find that one 15-cent uncommon from some random set.
Or whatever. Yeah.
And then put it in your deck and it'll have a home forever. And it's a way to build up your collection with weird pieces.
What is the prowl mechanic and why do I want it in my fairy tribal deck? You know?
Exactly.
Like, I think genuinely you just shouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, if you just find if you find the 100 cards that are cool, you'll be like, oh, that's great. And then one day you'll run into a new card and you're like, oh, this is just a better version of this.
Or you'll have some free time and go search on Scryfall for whatever you want.
Playing Magic leads to you learning about cards.
Yes.
Like, that's just straight up how it works. Especially since you can't play this game by yourself, okay? You have to play with other people. And you'll see a card and you'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know that existed, okay? That used to happen to me all the time, but now it's like a rare occurrence where I'm like, ooh, what's this little
you get a little
weirdo?
treat,
right? Like,
time.
ooh, it's a nice little card. I'm gonna go put that in my deck.
That's why I like our Scryfall videos, because they're
Yeah, because it's like, oh, neat.
I've never seen this guy before.
Right. Okay. Another problem people have with brewing is that there are new cards released every 5 fucking hours, okay? Like, it feels like we get a preview for the new set of the new cards for the new thing when the new thing happens and the new stuff every single time we open the internet, okay?
And I think, like, 2 months is, like, when a new set comes out, or at least that's what it's felt like.
It should be that, but then we get spoilers for...
the next one immediately.
Yeah, Sonic, and then there's
Avatar.
There's Spider-Man. There's all this stuff that they're like supplementary sets or Universes Beyond or new sets that are coming out that they're previewing cards for the instant they can, right? Or the instant even when they shouldn't, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And that also lends to like, oh, there are so many cards, how do I keep up with this? Again, sometimes you just don't have to.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to Standard, yeah, you kind of do. But when it comes to Eternal formats like Modern and Commander and Canadian Highlander, go watch our Canadian Highlander video. You don't really have to worry about rotation that much, okay?
No.
The best cards, you'll remember them. Like, a lot of the time, you'll be like when the Evoke cycle came out of those elementals, everybody in every format that could play them was like, okay, great. These are great. I'm going to play them everywhere. And those are enough for you to be like, okay, my decks are up to date a lot of the time, right? So, like, it doesn't necessarily matter that much, okay? I love a good new card, but I also love a good old card, you know? Like, I like showing up with the same cards again and winning against the new stuff. It's fun, especially in Commander, right? Like, the new cards matter so little in Commander a lot of the time.
And it's like, I think the power creep that people are talking about isn't as bad as some other TCGs that I've seen.
Dude,
it's usually like an efficiency of like 1 mana, or it has a little bit more power, or the ability can go off a little bit more or easier.
The most egregious period of power creep we ever saw started in Theros Beyond Death with the printing of Thassa's Oracle.
Yeah.
Okay? And the 4 next sets after that were like Eldraine, and then a bunch of sets where it was just like everything was pushed so hard. Like, it was unbelievable how hard the cards were pushed. And now those cards are still some of the most powerful cards we have, right? We still play Questing Beast. We still play Thassa's Oracle. We still play Underworld Breach. All of those cards, right? Oko. All right?
Don't need...
that whole area. And like right before that, it was War of the Spark, and we got Narset and 3 Fairy, and like,
oh my god, the uncommon
fucking
Planeswalkers.
Wilderness Reclamation in Standard was insane. Like there was this period of time where power creep was for real a thing, but then we got Murders at Karlov Manor, into Outlaws of Thunder Junction, into Foundations, into Bloomburrow,
Aetherdrift,
and
Aetherdrift,
and like all these sets are not that pushed. Okay, people thought, and like. We're not talking about Modern Horizons 3 because we're not talking about Modern Horizons 3.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah, that set was absolutely pushed.
Yeah.
But that's the point of that set, is to be pushed. So it's like, obviously it was. But when it comes to the sets that are coming out now, power creep is not that big of an issue, but I think we could talk about it in another video.
Yeah, like,
when it comes to brewing, though, I think that genuinely, if you just like a card, then look into it.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're like, oh, sick, what goes with this, right? But you don't have to know every card that's coming out, even though people like me and Ian try, you know?
I really like it when people show me their pet card, but I really hate it when people put their pet card in a deck where it's a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
Like, what's somebody's, like, pet card that is just
What's
like...
a terrible pet card? Ooh, the Dragon.
I can't think of any terrible... Doomsday Excruciator.
Okay, sure.
Okay?
Let's use your pet card.
That's my pet card for right now. Do not put that in any mono black deck.
You just put it in some.
You can.
Yeah, sure, it's legal.
And it'll like end the game, but you won't always win with that.
Yeah.
Put it in a deck where you can put your graveyard back into it. Have a nice little package.
Use it as the sack outlet to kill somebody with it.
Yeah.
Whatever, right?
Like, have a game plan when you're brewing, and you'll have so much fun.
When it comes to pet cards, I sometimes use the logic of like, my pet card for a while was just a card I can put in any deck.
Yeah.
Which was Batterskull.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Batterskull sadly got power creeped a long time ago. 5 mana for a 4/4 with vigilance and lifelink. Okay, it comes in with a creature attached to it. Great.
Pretty good.
Colorless card gives lifelink, vigilance. it's great. It can equip to something else, and you can return it to your hand to protect it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. All right, and some people might be like, a pet card. That card was great back in Standard in 2010. You nitwit.
Oh,
the
Lord.
card used to be really broken.
Yeah.
And now it was like, and back when I started playing, like actually getting into brewing and stuff, the card was like fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, great. I want to put this on a Hydra and gain 110 life.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I think that finding a pet card is actually just a sign of you being a brewer now.
Mm-hmm.
When you're like, oh, I just want to play this card in this deck, even though it doesn't fit. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think one of my pet cards now in Canadian Highlander is Sinkhole.
Really?
I just want to play Sinkhole in every black deck, and it's
God,
like, but it's
so
not good in this deck. I don't care. Sinkhole. What are you gonna do about it?
It is pretty good when your opponent just like
Has lands. Yeah, it's really good when they have lands. How do we brew? You and I. Start.
I don't know.
You start.
What's
your process?
I put 100 cards in a pile and see what
If
works.
there's lands, I'm lucky.
Yeah, I start off with 5 lands, and then I go down from there.
Okay, great. So let's start with here. Let's start with Canadian Highlander. How do you brew a Canadian Highlander list?
For Canadian Highlander, it's
a little different than some other
bit
formats.
different because it is the meta isn't solved, but like there are
Here, let's
best in class cards.
I wouldn't say it's not solved. I would say it's not solid. It's not a
It's not
solid
solid.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
very fluid meta.
Yeah, like you can switch out 100 cards if
Yeah.
they work all the same way, and it'll probably happen, right?
It'll
like you
probably
keep
be
your
fine.
Nadu in the deck, but if you switch out your creature tutors, it's not going to be a big deal.
Yeah,
you know?
like there are so many like tiny little bullet points that you can change across your deck to make it work a little bit differently in different matchups. Like,
Right.
do you want your deck to be able to withstand against a control deck, or do you want it to be a little bit more aggressive?
Do you want it to be ready for the aggro matchup? Do you
Yeah.
want it to be more disruptive against the combo aspect,
Like
right?
turbo versus control, right?
Yeah. Like the obvious usual difference is like, does your meta have a lot of combo in it? Great,
Yeah.
put more hand attack in your deck. Put more disruption in your
Mm-hmm.
deck. Does your meta not have a lot of combo? Does it have a lot more control and aggro? Great, put a tempo deck together. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like it just depends, and that's why I think brewing is a lot different for this, and we can use it in contrast for like
Other stuff,
Commander,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
My brewing for Canadian Highlander is I think of a couple cards I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to play Psychic Frog, okay? What's the best Psychic Frog lists out there? Okay, we've got Reanimator. I don't really want to play Reanimator.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Blue-Black Tempo. Great, that's what I want to play. Okay, what do I want to put in this deck? Okay, really good creatures. Then I look for a Blue-Black Tempo deck that plays a lot of creatures. Find it, pick from the list of the things that they're using that I want to, and look at a bunch of other lists and kind of piece it together.
Yeah.
Because Highlander has a lot of fucking cards in it, dude.
Yeah,
it's
it's got
all of them.
everything.
It's got all of them except for the racist ones, and Shahrazad. But like, it's a lot harder to brew in this format, and that's why like I think a lot of newer players shouldn't get into Canadian Highlander.
Yeah,
but
you do know what the easiest part of Canadian Highlander brewing is?
What?
The land base.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
You just get
play
to
all the
put
good lands.
the best ones
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
It's so good. It's so simple. It makes
Yeah.
me feel happy.
You get all the fetches, all the shocks,
Yeah.
and then
All the OG duels.
Unless you're playing Blood Moon or Back to Basics, then put some more basics
yeah,
in there.
put some basics in there.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's like another tiny thing in Canadian
Right, you have to think
Highlander
about that.
that matters. Is there a Blood Moon deck in your
Yeah,
meta?
yeah.
Because then you have to stop running like only 1 or 2 basics.
Yeah.
You got to start upping
Well,
it to
I
maybe
should put a
4 or
basic in my deck
6.
so I can get it off of the initiative. Oh shit, Blood Moon. You
Oh,
know?
shit.
Yeah. Right. So that's how we brew for Canadian Highlander. But
Yeah.
how do you brew for Commander?
For Commander,
It's entirely different.
I have 2 ways that I like doing it.
Sure.
I'll either start with the Commander.
Yeah.
Because it looks really cool.
Top down, you know?
It's
Yeah.
something nice. It's an easier way to build if you
Yeah.
start Commander
I think
down.
most people start that way.
I do think
right?
as well. It's a lot simpler.
I think that's why a lot of newer players get into Commander. I think a lot of it is the social aspect, right? You
Yeah.
get to play with your friends, yada yada. But I think genuinely, if people want to get into brewing, the easiest format is Commander because you just have to find one card you like. That's
Yes.
a legendary creature or vehicle or spacecraft. or a Planeswalker that says you can be your commander.
Yeah.
And like, then you just start from there and you go, okay, here are the words on this card. Which of these words do I like the best? What do I want to interact with the best, right? So what is a new deck you put together?
Don't use EDH, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you can.
use it, but use it as a tool. Don't just like
Print.
copy paste.
Yeah,
okay?
don't do that.
Just like
That's not brewing.
Preemptive.
That's not brewing. It doesn't count. Okay? But like, okay, what is a new deck you brewed recently?
my newest Commander deck
Yeah.
I would have to say I
think it was the mono black one, right?
No, I'm actually brewing the Gitrog monster.
Oh!
But I'm...
OG?
Yeah, the OG from, what is it, Innistrad?
I think it was Shadows over Innistrad.
Shadows over Innistrad.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Like,
the card is great.
Just like, I'm not trying to go the busted combo infinite route, because I'm building it for somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Who is a newer player.
Oh, is it Big T? No,
not Big T.
Is it Little T?
No, it's...
okay. Oh!
Yeah.
Little T's little brother. You can leave that in.
yeah. And I've done a lot of Golgari decks.
Oh yeah.
But this, like, lands is not something I've ever truly been interested in terms of Commander.
Sure.
And this is getting me into a new, like, headspace.
Sure.
Because getting
2 lands a turn.
You have to sacrifice one.
But anytime you sacrifice one, you draw a card.
Exactly. It's so nice.
It also has Death Touch.
Yeah.
For some reason.
So, like, I'm trying to go big, not Voltron, but go big Gitrog.
Sure.
Pump them up, maybe
you
do some of the
manly.
manly.
It's actually hilarious.
It's Voltron's simple and it's easy.
Yeah, it's an easy way to win and it's an easy way to lose, baby. Let's go. Glass cannon.
But I like making my Voltron list a little bit more resilient. That's the only thing. Because the second that somebody's commander oh my god.
Oh no, you cast Swords to Plowshares, I lose the game.
I just went up against a deck at our LGS where it was one of the new Final Fantasy Legends where if you attack and he gets through, you make a bunch of tapped treasure tokens and you draw a bunch of cards, but they get control of it.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the only creature in his deck.
Oh, okay.
And, like, sure, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I went turn 1 or turn 2...
Like Edict Effect.
And his entire game plan was over.
And then turn 3, you probably also were thinking about playing an Edict Effect.
Yeah, exactly.
What is that deck called?
That's Evan Waterdeep Opportunist.
Okay, yeah.
That one's a fun one.
It's an all-sacrifice deck, basically, where you make your opponent's creatures die so you can make treasure.
And, like, the coolest part about that deck is that the treasure tokens aren't always the most important part. It's really just the buff for your commander.
Yeah. Okay, I'll talk about a deck I brewed recently in a second, but I think that while you're talking about this, I had, like, this epiphany of, like, one of the things I think stumps people a lot in their brewing is that they're like, oh, these are the colors I like to play.
Yeah.
But how do you know? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people say that. Like, I'm one of those people who knows damn well I don't have a favorite color. I just like playing Magic.
Yeah.
Okay? I like putting cards into play and doing things. Okay? I don't have, like, everybody's like, oh, here's my favorite color. No, it's not.
I think people conflate their favorite color with their favorite archetype of deck.
Yeah.
Like, if you have an Aristocrats deck...
Yeah, like, I love tempo. That doesn't mean I love blue the best.
Yeah.
Right? I just like what blue offers in tempo decks a lot of the time, right? So... if I had to pick one, it'd probably be blue. But, like, I'm not going to always play blue. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to play and have fun, and a lot of times, sure, that means I'm playing blue or black. A lot of, like, I think I haven't brewed a deck without blue or black in it in, like...
a milli?
I don't know. But, like, those are usually just the commanders that show up. But I'm never going to declare that those are my favorites, because that means that I'm not going to, like, explore the other colors.
Yeah.
Because what I see a lot of new players do, and they're like, oh, I just want to play green and white. And then, like, 3 years later, I see the same person who's like, oh, yeah, I play blue, black, and red now. Those are my favorite colors. And I'm like, yeah, sure, dude.
Sure.
Whatever.
Sure.
Just, like, stop walling yourself off, man.
Yeah.
Go try everything out.
Yeah.
And keep trying everything out.
That's the best part about Magic.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you can do so much with only, like, 5 different ideas and you can combine them all or only restrict yourself to one.
Was there 50 different color combinations in total, including 5 color, 1 color options, and then every other, like 3, 4, and 2?
I think it's like 30 something.
Oh, 36 or something? Yeah, something like that. But, like, that's a lot of options, okay? You don't have to have a favorite. Just play the cards. Just have fun.
You do have to have a favorite card, though.
Oh, sure.
I'm holding you to that. Find one.
Thoughtseize.
If you don't have one.
I'm re-electing Thoughtseize as my favorite Magic card.
It's a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good one. I just like skill cap cards. But, like, okay, the deck I brewed most recently, which was, like, I don't know, 2 days ago, but it was Kethic, Crucible Goliath.
Yeah.
It's a 4-mana 4/4 that says at the end of your turn you can sacrifice a creature, and then you basically cascade into a creature that's non-legendary that costs
one was
less.
Fun to play against.
So basically what I did is I built it around all 3 of the words, okay? Cost less, sacrifice, and enters, right?
Yeah.
The creature that you get enters, the creature you sacrifice dies, and you have to find a less costing creature. So, like, there's only, like, 3 1-drops in the deck. There's Goblin Welder, Cataract Parasite and Dragon Rage Channeler, right? Because those are all good cards. So if I run into them, like I have a 2-drop, I'm like, okay, I could use one of these cards right now. And the reason I did, what is it? I love Cataract Parasite. I think that card's fucking awesome. Just like punishing people for drawing cards as a 1-drop.
It's good.
Love it. But the cool card is actually that I can always, like in every game, probably get Goblin Welder into play because that card's fucking busted. As a 1-drop, the card's goated.
I'm honestly surprised it's not on the Game Changers list, but I kind of don't want it on there.
I don't want it on there, and I don't think it belongs there. I think that Commander players are, no offense, really dense, and that they don't know what true power means. Like they're like, oh, it makes mana and draws cards and gains life. Oh no! Anyway, I'm gonna loop the same artifact every turn and blow up everybody's permanents. You know, like, and I don't think genuinely that Goblin Welder is at all one of the most powerful cards in Commander. I think it's just genuinely like a crazy, like, slept on card. Even though it's not even like a secret card, people know about Goblin Welder.
I don't think new players know about.
That's
Goblin
true.
Welder,
True.
so
I do love me some Welder though, because like there's this card called Chaos Defiler, the one that blew up your crystal that was trying to stop me from playing the game last time I played it. But no, like you can just loop this guy, and it says when it enters or leaves, you can just destroy a permanent at random. But then if you just do that every turn, you're just bang, 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 bang,
it's
bang,
so
bang.
Good. It's
and you
so
get to
good.
choose which ones it randomly selects from. But I digress. The way I brewed this deck is I saw Catholic, and I'm like, I've never seen anybody play this deck because it's honestly kind of mid. Like the effect is kind of mid, so I just wanted to try and break it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna put all these things that damage people when a creature enters, all these things that like when a creature you control dies, dome somebody. I got my Blood Artist, I got my Zolaport Cutthroat. Then I've got my Cataract Parasite that deals damage sometimes when people do things. I've got the Assassin from Duskborn that does the same thing. Red, whenever an opponent draws a card, they take a damage.
Razorkin Needlehead.
Razorkin Needlehead. Then there's just a bunch of cards in there that are good.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of really just good, solid cards in there. I put in my foil Ravenous Rats from Invasion because I just wanted to. But then the coolest thing you can do with Kethik is you can take somebody's creature, and then at the end step, before you give it back to them, stack the trigger so you sacrifice it and get something from your deck into play. Removal spell, you get to put a creature into play. It's like the strongest thing you can do.
Yeah.
But I knew that already going into it, and that's not exactly what I wanted to do. But there are some cards in there that do that, and it works really well with Undying.
Yeah.
You play an Undying creature, and you get 2 creatures out of your deck. I'm playing Gristlebrand's Hellhound in there. Banger, dude. I was like,
oh yeah,
ooh, 2 3-drops or less? Give me that.
Gimme.
So,
yeah, just like find some cool stuff.
I don't know. Have fun, man.
Have fun.
Like that's
I think that's like the biggest thing that we're trying to get, because we see a lot of like newer Commander players get kind of burnt out by their deck sucking.
Yeah, or just being boring, or one note, or always doing the same thing.
Like that was the biggest problem for me when I first started playing Magic in general.
Yeah.
And then I started like branching out.
Yeah.
This was when I was little. I started branching out, looking up different cards, and I was like, oh, there's more than just green-red.
Yeah.
No,
exactly
there isn't. There's only green-red.
But
baby.
exactly like I was saying a few seconds ago, like just play all the cards.
Yeah.
Try all the things, okay? Stop walling yourself off and being like a petty guy. Oh, I'm so edgy. I only like playing black. Shut up. Go play green, loser. I don't like green.
He's saying this really mean, but I know it's coming from a place of love for the game and for people to have fun.
Like you are hurting yourself more than I could ever. You know? if you're doing that. Like, sure, I might hurt your feelings, but like, let's be honest, you are hurting yourself and your fun if you're like,
you're hurting your fun, your growth as a Magic player.
You will love brewing. I've never met a single person who doesn't like brewing who's actually given it a shot. Yeah. Right? Most people are like, oh, I don't like brewing, and they've never done it before. They're just like, I'll just play this precon commando, and that's all I'll ever do.
I think those people think that brewing is going on your computer and sitting there, and sometimes that's what brewing is, right?
No, I want to be immersed in the cards.
Exactly. Just start digging through your collection. Honestly, the best way to kind of start brewing, I think, is either draft or cube. Because for new players, really?
Okay, I would never say don't brew a cube until you play this game for 5
no.
years.
I think it's doing a draft or a cube.
Like going online and drafting cube. Okay,
because it teaches you to think about the synergy.
I was like, don't you fucking dare try and make this point.
No, I was like, it teaches them the synergy.
Just say drafting. Yeah. I think the best way to get into brewing, or at all in the game, is drafting. Yeah. I think that genuinely limited environments or like even like sealed is the best way for a new player to get into the game. But let's say somebody's been playing for about a year. How would I tell them to get into brewing? Just have cards. Look through your cards. Pick out ones that work together. Do you like how those work together? Great. Figure out how to play them. Okay? Are you going to play Canadian Highlander? You kind of have to use the online databases.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. But then are you gonna play Commander? Okay, you don't have to use online databases. Look through your shit, put it together, go to your local LGS, find some cards that you want to play in it,
and
slap it all together,
lose
and go
to a bracket
play.
5.
And then go play it. Have fun. Have fun losing because you're the reason you lost. You put it together. It's not Watsy's fault anymore. Yeah. But okay, we're joking.
But on a serious note, honestly, throwing like a cobbled together pile of bulk is a good starting place because then you can pick out.
You say starting place. It's kind of what I want to do sometimes.
You can. I know, right? Sometimes you just want to like show up with bulk and then slowly upgrade it over time. It's so much fun.
Not even that. Sometimes, and this is okay. A little bit of a magic boomer take here, but sometimes I just want to like put together a deck of Draft Shash and lose. Like I don't know, like. It's really hard though because I'm like, oh, this deck sucks, right? The worm in my ear keeps telling me to put a Ristic Study in my deck, but I just want to play draw 3s that discard cards. You know,
I want to play all the land cyclers, 5-color land cycling. That's all I want to do.
Why not? You know, like and lose and do it beautifully, right? Like, oh, I'll hit my land drop.
Yeah, I'll only put 20 lands in my deck, and I'll
just. Soul Ring? Anyways, land cycle?
Oh, that would be goated.
I mean, you could put all the cycling cards in your deck too, but then like that's what I do, you know what I mean? I'm like, well then you put all like Astral Drift in there, Astral Slide.
No, just the
what's the card that gets a lightning bolt every time you cycle? I know, right? But then but that's not even like bad anymore. You know? So like I want to put all the mono black pingers from the last like 3 years of Magic that they printed in every set because
why not?
Why not? Well, because it's bad. But then I'm like, oh, just put it together.
But it's fun.
Just put it together, you fucking wiener.
That's like,
you know?
That's like a good bracket too. That's a solid bracket.
No, I make a bracket 1 Draft Shash deck. It'd be great. I'm playing 30 mountains or 30 swamps and 60 pingers like that. What are the other 10 cards? Dark Ritual. Like I don't know.
Wastes.
What are you Dark Ritualing into? Black Mage's Rod. You know? And a Thoughtseize. Like it's in Commander. Yeah. So, like, I think genuinely brewing should not be that scary to you. And that's the last bullet point is why is brewing scary? It's because there's so many cards.
Nightmare.
Yeah, there's so many things to think about. And all I have to say to you is no, there isn't. Just do it. Just do it.
Just ignore it.
Stop. Ignore all the possibilities and all the people online saying, here's the best card you're not playing. I mean, you should listen to them, but you don't have to.
You don't have to. Yeah, that's the best part about Magic the Gathering.
You don't have to. Yeah, it's your game that you're basically playing.
You can completely ignore us and just stick with whatever you want.
And never brew ever again.
And that's okay, but we're going to be sad.
Yeah, we're genuinely sad for you. It's the best part of Magic.
It is the best part of Magic.
It's sitting down in your collection and not actually playing with anybody. No, it's showing up with the deck you brewed and it doing what you want it to do.
Yeah.
That is literally one of the best feelings in Magic and winning. But like, anyways, this has been the Thoughtcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah. We've got some Highlander content that came out probably 3 days ago, time of release of this.
Yeah.
And plenty more coming.
Oh,
and plenty that has released. So go check it out. Mostly just because a lot of people watch the podcast, but nobody watches us play games.
Watch some gameplay.
Watch some gameplay. It was really fun. Watch me lose.
Yeah.
Anyways,
on screen.
We'll see you later, guys. Thanks for being here.
Take care.
Mwah.